Hi Stampers, this is Trevis. I want to wish you a happy Memorial Day today, as I hope you have a safe and happy holiday with your family, and we're going to be going to the country soon to enjoy the day with my family. And I just want to say that we are so blessed to live in America where we have so many freedoms. So today we're going to be making an alternative card with our paper pumpkin kit, our May in Color, Celebrating in Color kit. And so I am going to give a whirl at making a little album, a little photo album, or kind of like a little journal, because this kit came with 10 cards and 10 envelopes. I did cut up a couple of the envelopes already, so I have 8 left, and I think that's a good start to make this little album. So I haven't made one of these in years. A little nervous, so hang in there. Hopefully it's not going to be too long. I'm not going to decorate the whole thing. I'm just going to teach you how to make the album, and then you can decorate it. Okay, so you can make it a photo album. You can make it just a little journal. You can do, they call them junk journals. You can just do whatever you want with it. So let's get started. Okay, so I have all the envelopes here, and let's see, I want to make sure that this is in screen. Okay, so as I said, we have 10 envelopes, and they were 2 of each color. So I did cut up the Orchid Oasis ones, and I may use them to decorate my album, but for now, I can't really use the envelopes because I already used them. So we have the 8 other ones. So the first thing you want to do is, and you can certainly do this with any kind of envelopes. You can do it with craft envelopes, just regular white envelopes, whatever you have. You can make it bigger. If you have some old envelopes from cards, you can use those. So the first thing we want to do is we want to score each, make sure that fold each envelope. So they're already scored, obviously, but we want to make sure that they're folded at the score line. Nice crisp folds. Okay, so as I said, I used the Orchid Oasis ones, but I have all these other pretty ones left. And some of these are already folded. Okay, so I think I kind of want to do them, rotate them, because the inside of the envelope is going to show. So we want to, don't want all the same colors together. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is, I'm actually going to use 7 of these to make the pages of the album. So we want to use some kind of a liquid glue. If you have a glue that you like, go for it. This is our Tombow multi-purpose glue, and so we're going to use that today. So you want to put a lot of glue on the flap. And we are putting it on the outside of the flap, which is perfect for this card, because for this album, because we want the inside to show, right? So after we put the glue on, we're going to glue this to the front of the envelope. Okay, so we're going to just glue these together like that. Line them up perfectly. Okay. And we're just going to keep doing that all the way through all 7 cards, all 7 envelopes. Did I say cards? I meant envelopes. Did I already mess up my color scheme? Okay, so I have, this is perfect. Okay, so now I'm doing Tahitian Tide. Okay. I don't want it squishing out, so I'm just doing a thin layer. Okay, so make sure. Okay, I'm going to do the next one is Sweet Sorbet. So I'm just rotating them, keeping them kind of in line. I do not know what's coming off my fingers. Looks like little black specks, which is bizarre. I could speed this up. The next one, I'm going to do this color. And then The next color is Starry Sky. Just rotating them so that they're... And you know, you have a little wiggle room when you use liquid glue. Try to keep them lined up. But it doesn't have to be perfect. And then the last one is this one. And this is Tahitian Tide. So I have 7. Well, actually I have, 7. Exactly, yeah. If I hadn't used those two envelopes, I could have made it a little bigger, but it's okay. Okay, now when you open your album, you get those beautiful colors. Okay, hopefully you don't have glue squishing out. Look at that. Is that so cute? All right, now we want to do something to the... Make sure I do this correctly. Okay, so what I did was I cut a piece of Parakeet Party cardstock, and this is actually a little bigger than normal. So this is 5.5 by 8.5, but I scored it so that this is 4.5. So I scored it at 4.5. All right, so it's, I'm sorry, it's a little bigger than 8.5. Take that back, hang on. Because the envelopes are a little bigger than normal size. So this is, oh yeah, it's 8.5 by 5 3/4. 8.5 by 5 3/4. And then I scored it at 4.5. Okay. So this is going to be for the front of our card. Okay. So this is going to actually be the... probably didn't do that exactly. Yeah, I did. Okay, so you're going to score it at 4.5, and then you're going to score it again at 5. Just under 5. And the reason is because you want a little spine, okay, for your cover. Okay, so what's going to happen is this is going to fit in there like that, okay, just like that, all right. And then the back, we're going to actually put another envelope on the back. How did I think? See, I haven't done one of these in forever. Yes, okay, that'll work. Yes. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to glue some things together here. We're actually going to put glue on the front flap. All right. Okay. And then you're going to line that up. Okay. So that's going to be the cover of your of your album. Just like that. And we're going to hold that for a second, let that dry. Okay. And then we're going to put a little glue in the center of the spine. So we want that spine to be, we want those cards to actually go into that glue in the spine. All right. And you see why I made that less than a ½ inch? Because it's not that thick. If I had more envelopes, I could have made it a little thicker. Okay. That's okay. All right. Okay. And then now we are going to glue. I'll make sure I get this right before I glue it together. I don't want to tell you the wrong way. Okay, so before I glue that down, like that, so the back is going to be just a white envelope, all right. Ooh. It's not glued yet. Not a whole lot to hold it to that spine because those envelopes are obviously not touching that much. Okay. Do I have this right? Oh, here we go. I think this is the way I wanted to do it. No. Ah, my brain. Why isn't it working? I think that would work. Okay, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to glue this down. Okay, so I'm going to make this the back of my album. But before I glue, I'm going to glue this down, but I'm going to trim it. So I'm actually going to trim this piece of Parakeet Party to match my envelope flap. Okay. And then I can glue this piece down. And that'll hold the spine better too. Okay. I made the spine a little bit thick. I should have made it maybe a little bit narrower, but that's okay. It's going to get cuter in a second. Okay, so we have the front, and you could make this any color. You could just make this white if you wanted to, and then each one of these opens, right? Now, in addition, I'll glue on there somewhere, and then in addition to this, you can make pullouts. Okay, so all that being said, you can make pullouts. So now say, for example, you wanted to make a pullout. You could actually slice this open. I wouldn't do it on the back one, but slice this open and you could make a little pullout, or at the top, slice it open and make a little pullout. Okay, now I have my ribbon. This is our natural finish ribbon. And I think what I'm going to do with this is do a little stamping on it and make this really cute. I think I'm going to use Starry Sky and do a little stamping on here from Season of Chic. How do you say that? Very chic. Chic. Season of Chic. Season of Chic. Season of Chic. That's hard for me to say. I don't know why. Okay, so I'm going to stamp Love You on here. And I'm going to stamp it a few times. Because I'm going to use this for the grandkids. All right. So you can stamp on this with different colors. You can do all kinds of cute stuff with it. You can stamp flowers on it. But I should tell you, this is water-based ink. So if you would get this wet, wouldn't be so great, right? It would bleed. Do that down there. So if you are worried about that, you may want to consider using Stays-On ink to stamp on. I think I need a couple more. It's not long enough. But I like this idea, actually. It's like making your own printed ribbon, personalizing it. Yes, I am challenged, bow challenged. But look how cute that is. I may be bow challenged, but I did good on this one. With the worst with scissors ever, but I guess what? I kind of like that rough, the way it kind of cuts rough, because I'm going to make it fray, and it'll look really cute. Okay, so I have the ribbon. And now I could decorate it. So I'm not going to decorate the whole thing, right? But I have these left from the kit. I have happy. Oh, how cute. Happy on the front. I have this I can use on the inside. So I have a lot of ways to decorate. And then when I'm all finished, I have pictures, right? So I have pictures of my middle grandson's graduation from preschool. So, I mean, this blue is perfect. So I can do pullouts. It's going to be adorable. Okay, so, and then we have the leftover dots. We have just tons of product left, right? I have a lot of product left. So I am not going to probably do any more paper pumpkin alternative ideas, although I'm not going to record them, but I probably will make a few more. So hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you soon. Bye.